Coach, big win for you. I know you guys are really looking for that one here on this one.
Yeah, it's always nice to win at home, especially when you had a rough weekend or you had a rough couple of days up in Rochester. But for us, this is really a good thing. We got to play a lot of guys, and we have 9 guys who've never played for FDU before. So for us, this is a really good feeling right now.
And that was really kind of my question coming into this one. Year 5 of your program here, a lot of the original players have now graduated, moved on. Now we're looking at the next era here of men's volleyball players here for the Knights. How have these guys, a lot of newcomers, a lot of got a transfer in as well here as well, how have they been kind of vibing here early on in the season?
Everything's been very good for our team. The thing I think is great is that we have some really good leaders, and number 10, Panayotis Kormusos from Cyprus has been a very good leader for us. And
boy, what an answer he came in coming off of that bench. Has really kind of changed the whole vibe of that top
right.
line.
And
got Eli Nelson working on into it as well.
Right, so we really feel that our guys can do a really nice job, and I feel that we have really good depth in the middle. I think we have really good depth on the pins if we just try and figure out some things. And we're playing without some guys who are inexperienced, like Michael. But, he's going to get – I think it's going to be trial by fire. We need to get him on the court so he can understand it, and we have some time before conference to figure some things out.
Sure, absolutely. Talk a little about Dylan McFadden. He's really been kind of the glue here for your program, especially coming on into the season, and just Dylan doing Dylan things. So it was a really big difference here tonight, especially in the early part of the match and when you really needed a couple of points, especially in that fourth set.
Yeah, Dylan has been solid for us all 4 years. He's filling a role every year, and this year it's one of leadership, and he's done a really good job of setting our back line and trying to make sure that we are scoring. He's very efficient. He wasn't efficient all the beginning, but now he's more efficient. He may not be getting all the kills and stuff. That's Layden's job right now, but he's doing a really nice job of keeping us in system and doing a real good job of doing all that. So I really appreciate his effort today.
Let's talk about Layden. A career high back on Tuesday at Roberts Wesleyan with 16 kills. Another dynamite performance here today for the sophomore there as well. Limited times here back last season, but he's really kind of come through early on. Is that going to be a player we really need to watch going forward? Who's going to be that kills machine for you guys?
I think we've got some guys. I think we put Vanilla on the right side a little bit. We brought him into play on the left. So I think it's going to be kind of a combination of who's good and then the opposition, who can we play against. So, for example, if it's a bigger team or if it's a smaller team, we can go with some different guys. But I'm really proud of their effort all week. It's been a long week. I mean, we just came back from Rochester. Oh, gosh, Wednesday morning or something like that. So
and that's a trip, if you're not familiar, from New Jersey to Rochester. It's
a bit about 5 hours. Yeah, it's a journey. So I'm excited for them.
Taking a look as we move forward, you look at a couple of GLVC schools. We see some different schools we haven't seen lately on the schedule. How does it work for a lot of these guys, especially some of the seniors, when you're playing teams, programs that they have not seen yet in their careers?
It's a little tougher because it's like the scouting report only goes so much, and then you have to try and figure out how we do things, right? So, well, Coach, I don't know those guys. I'm like, yeah, I know. You have to play at your top level all the time. So we've got ECC schools, we've got GLVC schools, we've got NJIT. I mean, it's going to be the next 4 weeks are going to be matches against teams that we don't normally play. So we've got to get on it.
St. Thomas Aquinas next. Of all the newcomers, I think this is one I want to know. Of all the newcomers, who excites you the most early on here?
Well, St. Thomas Aquinas is only 25 minutes away. So is Dominican, right?
Sure.
So those are the matches that I think our guys are really excited about because they've played them a couple of different times. But the matches that we always get up for the teams that are ahead of us, right? So it's Mason and Princeton, and so we have those teams in our gym. So it really gets to a fun part of our season. But we want to play NJIT. So the next 2 matches for us are pivotal because they're kind of local battles, like 25 minutes this way, 25 minutes that way to Newark. We want to try and beat those teams if we can.
Absolutely. And for your young guys, your players, who are you looking to here in the early onset for that?
I think you saw some of them today. Like you saw Petruzzi, you saw Nelson, you saw Biro, who didn't play a lot last year because we had so many great outsides and talented outsides. I think those guys, Michael's going to be somebody, and then Andrew Michael, who's a transfer from Emmanuel, he's going to be somebody else that gives us some depth in the middle. I think we got a lot. And Randy didn't play last year at all. Randy Delgado didn't play at all last year. And he's probably going to be one of the best liberos in the country by the time he's done. So it's going to be
really
fun around here.
He looks like it's just coming on the onset. It doesn't look like any shot is too hard for Delgado to really kind of come up with a hand or a foot or part of his body.
He was very good today.
Absolutely. Well, Coach,
Yes.
thanks for joining us. We look forward to seeing you over the course of
Hey,
the
thank
rest
you
of the
very
season
much.
here as well. Wednesday at St. Thomas Aquinas College up next for you guys. Best of luck.